Is it possible to convert a Raspberry Pi to a capable PLC? Probably no. But the question is that, what are chances to use Raspberry Pi as a PLC, not for very complicated tasks, of course, as a module, to do some ordinary task. I would like to find out in this video if it is possible to use Raspberry Pi, and what kind of hats are available to convert a Raspberry Pi to be similar as possible to a PLC. And for this reason, I have bought several hats, and I would like to show you and talk about the capabilities of each hat, how we can connect the wiring, and what are the use cases. And for this reason, we will go through different hats. I will introduce you which hats are capable for GPIO connections, which hats is capable to be used for servo motors usage, and which hat is possibly proper for DC motors or step motors, and finally how we could connect external electrical devices via relay. So in this video I will show you step by step what are these hats, what are the available hats, what are the capabilities, how we can connect to your Raspberry Pi to make or convert your Raspberry Pi to a capable PLC.
So this is Raspberry Pi 4, so I have bought it recently. For this project that I'm currently busy with that, I will show you later. I need kind of like a performance of a board, a controller, plus the functionality of motion control in order to move the axis in X direction, and also two servos. So at the beginning I was just thinking maybe it is easier for me to buy a PLC to control that, but because of the high cost of the PLC and also the softwares, I decided to stick to Raspberry Pi. This is something that I have been working for a while to build it up, and for me it took a couple of months actually to set up this the hats. So if you see it, I hope that you see it better. So right now, when you look at it, you see that this one, or this hat, is Adafruit hat, which I can control up to 16 servo motor, and this one for my setup is coming at the end, so at the top, and it has its own power supply, and you can define the address. You need to connect that if you have to define the address on the I2C to set up that what is the I2C address. So this is one of the boards that I have actually installed on this Raspberry Pi. I tried to remove this one, just a moment. So if I can slowly remove this one. Then the second board comes. The second board is just to connect 220 consumers, 220 volt consumers, like for example lights or heater, For my project, it's a heater. So these are, it could be defined as a basically NC, normally closed or normally open relays, and you can as well define the address. Here you can, there's a small switch that you can define basically the address of this board and the I2C. And yeah, for me it works basically perfect, and I could connect a heater up to 800 watts just through these relays. And yeah, this one is also very easy to set up. I will show you guys later. And it's called relay DDL. All right, let's move to the other one. I try to remove it as well, so I think I need to maybe from here. Okay, I don't need actually to remove anything, just I need to maybe, yeah, be a little bit cautious. Yep. All right, this one is also removed. The next one was for me to define for my project the input and output to connect it to the Raspberry Pi. So this is just a hat that you can connect directly to the GPIO of the Raspberry Pi basically. And yeah, so you can basically connect your inputs, sensor inputs and outputs via this hat, which is very practical because you do not need then to solder anything to your board. And if there is connection, these are some LEDs that blinks and gives you confidence and information that your sensors are connected or not, or they are activated or not, or disactivated. So this hat is also very practical if you are, so basically you can easily convert your Raspberry Pi to a proper, or at least the minimum functionality of a PLC. So this was also one of my favorite hats, GPIO statues, and I'm using it quite frankly for 1 year, and I'm really happy about that. So this is something that you can connect all the GPIOs that are usable via this hat. All right, let's move to the next. It's like a skyscraper. There aren't too many. So I will try to move this one out as well. It's a bit challenging. It are really pressed to each other, but with patience everything is solvable. You just need to be patient, guys. And persistence, you know, patience and persistence. I hope that they are not connected to the other side. Okay, now this one is free from this side, and from the other one, I guess as well. So I think, yeah, good. So we also removed this board, and the next board is also from Adafruit. So basically it's a board to connect I think 2-step motors or 4 DC motor. So basically you can connect either 2-step motors or 4 DC motors. I have to check it again, the structures, but I think that was like that, 2-step motors or 4 DC motors. It's also very practical. You can also as well define the I2C communication address by soldering one of these to define the address. And it has as well some place to connect with other GPIOs. I have not really used this, but I guess so. It's basically a motor hat, and yeah. So the I think the motor itself, sorry, the board itself, power supply is about 5 to 12 volts, and you have yeah, I think I'm right. There are 4 motor here, but if you have step motors, probably 2. Yeah, so this is also one practical, very practical board that you can use for your project, right? It's also again from Adafruits, and I'm really happy to have this hats for my projects. Very practical, and it's very solid. So you can have up to 16 of these hats on top of each other, or I think up to 32 hats on top of each other. So I will remove as well to get to, because I need actually to replace my Raspberry Pi with a new version. So because this one that I have, this is supposed to work as a server. So this this Raspberry Pi is always low on communication. I don't know why, but I would like to try to see if replacing it with a newer version, Raspberry Pi version 4, can help the buffer problem during the communication via so-called what's called UDHP? No. Anyway, I will tell you. But I have some communication problem via Ethernet with this Raspberry Pi number 3. So I would like to try this one and see how it will behave.